Hello, welcome. I'm in the rider's seat and I'm going to show you the dashboard and all the controls and that sort of stuff in this video. So have a look here at the dashboard. I'll explain all these dials and gauges and things in a minute. And across to the right hand handlebar here. And the first thing you might notice is there's no lever here. There's no brake lever. I mentioned earlier, just looking down here, you can see the single brake pedal there. There's no brake lever for the front. And pan across again, the left hand side, there's also no clutch lever. So let's start on the right hand side here. And on the right hand side here at the top we have the hazard button, then there's the kill switch, and there is the cruise control, which is here, and then there's a start button, and the throttle grip or twist grip, which is here. Now move across to the left hand side and work our way inwards. Left hand handlebar, that doesn't do anything. Then there's this plus switch here. Plus switch is for the upshifter, so when you want to change up gears you press this button and it changes up. When you want to change down, it changes down. Now one of the other features of this bike is that if you close the throttle off and touch the front brake, touch the brake pedal, the bike will automatically change down for you and match the revs for it. Working our way inwards, here my thumb is the horn button. Here is the button for raising and lowering the windscreen, and I will show you that in a moment, show you the travel of that. Here the blinkers, and here the light switch, low beam, high beam and flasher, and then there is this switch cluster here. Now there are several buttons in here. The first one is the mode button. The mode button tells the bike whether you are sitting stationary like you are at the moment, whether you want to go into ride mode, whether you want to go into the radio mode, trip meter mode, or some other setting. The button next to it is the set button, so once you've decided what radio station you want, you press the set button and it'll set that and store it in it. Then there are these two buttons here, up and down for volume, and the right and left buttons are for toggling between various options. Alright, now just when you think you're finished with all the buttons and switches and so on, there's a whole bunch more here. This one here opens the front storage compartment, or frunk, or the fruit as I was telling you the other day, but it's the front storage compartment. The P stands for parking brake, which I guess in a car you would refer to as the handbrake, but since there's no handbrake it's the parking brake. This one here is for the heated grips. You can see there are three settings: off, high and low. I haven't used them so I can't tell you if they're any good or not. And then there is this one here which is for the suspension, and you can firm up or make the suspension a bit softer. You can firm it up by just pressing this button to the hard, and so if you've got two people on, the suspension will be a bit firmer and a bit harder. Underneath this rubber pad, just for interest, is the connection for a GPS system that's specially designed for this bike. It's a Garmin Zumo or something, and you just put it on there and it connects itself automatically to the bike's audio system and so on. Now working our way across the dash here, this is the fuel gauge, then there's the centre gauge for the speedo here, the centre screen, which I'll explain in more detail when I turn the ignition on in a moment, then the tacho, and then the temperature gauge. Now I said I'd show you the travel of the windscreen, so I'm going to turn the bike ignition on and you can see the gauges all coming to life here, and the screen sitting there saying Can-Am, and you wait and you wait, and then it comes to this screen. It says before you can start the bike, make sure you read the safety card, and you wonder, well, where the hell's the safety card? What is that? So the safety card is this thing here, and probably everybody who owns a Can-Am reads the safety card the first time and never bothers after that. But in order to get the bike going, then you have to then come across here to the mode switch and press the mode button, and the bike now changes to this mode, and press the start button and we'll start. Now looking at the windscreen, it's we're going to put it up and down to show you how that works. So you can see it lowering itself there now. It's in the lowest position now. You can see it raising itself. Well, I don't know how many millimetres of travel that is, but there's a fair bit of travel in it. And also, there are these little panels here that act as wind deflectors and deflect the wind away from it. Alright, well that's all the information about how to ride and start this bike. So thank you for watching. I hope you've learned something useful. I'll show you some more information shortly.